Hello, Charles. I presume it's Charles anyway, somebody at Charles' email address. My name is Ken Lapp and I'm with Standard Marketing. I'm the president actually of this company. And I decided that I made you wait so long for this website analysis that I would do a video website analysis. So all you have to do is click the link and go to our website, a special private page on our website, and watch the video. So I'm just going to get into it. Now, I've got to say, Charles, that we don't get many requests from this type of website. Usually we're about increasing the rankings and the traffic and the number of people that contact, the number of website visitors that contact the client so that they can make more money. I can see that this website is definitely not about money. So that's okay. I'm going to do what I can to give you some information and maybe a little bit of education, if you don't mind. I do search engine optimization educational seminars, so hopefully I can give you some good information that you'll be able to use. So I'm just going to get into it. Now, the first thing that we need to talk about is that the things I'm going to say here, I'm not trying to make anybody wrong, okay? I've got to talk fast, I've got to do a lot of information in a hurry so the viewers don't get bored. But my point is that all of these things I'm going to mention, like I say, are not meant to be negative. They're just meant to help you accomplish your goals, and I presume that's reach more people that need this kind of information so they know where to access it. So try and take my comments in a positive light. Excuse me. Okay, so the first thing is that a website is the most important part of any internet marketing campaign or any internet marketing, because no matter how many people come to your website, if they don't know what it is, if they don't know what you're talking about, what your website is about, what they're supposed to do on your website, then everything's a waste. They'll be confused and they'll be gone, okay? So the first thing you have to do is make sure your website is in good order. So that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. We say that there are 5 things that every homepage needs, and the first one is, because this is the first information that visitors to your website want to know. The first one is, what do you do and where do you do it? Okay, so you need to explain that somewhere up here at the top. Obviously I've got some screen capture software going and I've got my webcam pointed at me so you can see who's talking to you. So, right, you're following my mouse here on the header of your website, right? So up here somewhere it should say, what is the purpose of this website? I mean, you've got it spelled out here, but it's too long. You need something that people, at a glance, just a short phrase. I mean, you don't have to make it cool or catchy, because that's not what you're trying to do here. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to make it clear and concise. What do you do? And where do you do it? Is it just the United Kingdom, or do you do it in America, or do you do it in Europe, or all around the world? I guess anybody that can read English. But you sort of need to talk a little bit about that. Then the next thing you need to mention is all of the reasons why anybody would want to I'm catching myself here because I'm used to talking in a more commercial tone, but so I'm trying to adjust as I go, trying to convert my commercial talk to a non-profit endeavor. So what I was going to say, what I tell commercial people, is all the reasons why anybody would want to deal with you. Now, I guess what that would mean in your case is all of the benefits that you provide, all of the ways that people who read your material or who engage in your community of support or whatever it is, all the ways that they can benefit. okay? This is important. You need to state those clearly, maybe in bullet points. Clearly, I mean, of course you won't do it in a hyped up form. That's not what it's about. And I gather from the tone of your email that that's not what you're about anyway. So I respect that, and I admire that. But regardless whether it's hyped up commercial talk or not, you have to, or you know, you don't have to do anything, of course, but you get what I mean. If you want more people to get more value from your services from this website, then you have to do a certain number of things in a certain way. And the second thing you need to do is state what people can get from using this website, how they can benefit, or how the people that they are trying to help can benefit from using this website, using the information. Like I say, if you have a community or whatever, you know, you need to mention those clearly in large, clear type, and maybe in bullet points somewhere right at the top. And then the next thing that would be good to have on this website is what we call trust signals. Now, you know, in a commercial endeavor, of course, that's why should people trust you that you're not going to take their money, but you're not really interested in people's, oh, wait a minute, online registration and payment. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you are trying to make money with this thing. So maybe I've misunderstood. If I have misunderstood, then please let me know, and we can help you with that. But in any case, whether you're trying to get payment from people or not, or whether you're just trying to help them realize the benefits of using your service, it always helps to explain, again, clearly and simply, how people in the past have benefited from using your services or the information on this website. You know, I'm not sure about testimonials. I don't know if you want to go to the trouble of case studies or that kind of thing. It might not be bad to do a testimonial, because the people that give you a testimonial, it wouldn't be in a commercial vein. It would be just, you know, I'm happy I found this resource, it's helped improve my life, and that kind of thing, whatever. Okay, so anyway, trust signals, maybe members of associations that you belong to, or your organization belongs to, or something about the work you do, a little more clearly about the work you do. You must understand, Charles, that when we come to this website, when anybody comes to this website, there are a couple graphics, but they're not easy to understand what the purpose of them are, and the rest is just text and text and text and text, and that's boring, you know, and it's hard for people to, they look at that text and they think, geez, I'm really going to have to spend a lot of time and trouble to read that, to figure out what it says. So, you know, you might even do a video, I don't know, just a short video, 30 seconds, explaining what you want to tell people, the first thing you want to tell them. So anyway, we like to divide our paragraphs up into 3 or 4 or 5 lines. You don't really have to do that, but we like to have a lot of headings on in our text, not only to break it up, but to make it look more attractive, more visually appealing, but also to tell people the skimmers. You know, a lot of people like to skim, and what's important to them. That helps the skimmers, and you'll get more website engagement from that. Okay, so after that, it's good to tell people, you know, in a commercial sense, the next point we talk about is tell people what the next step in the process is. So you could talk a little bit about that. You know, you could encourage people to get involved, or to contribute their articles, or however you want people to engage with this website. You could encourage them to do that. We call it a call to action. But it can be, you know, it doesn't have to be wham bam, thank you ma'am. It can be very gentle and very caring. Just an invitation. So that's basically it. You know, photos really help. People like photos. They like to look at them. It's visual variety. It makes the page more interesting, and it makes it easier to get information from. You know, maybe some of the people that are coming to this website are under a lot of stress. So what you can do to help them is to make your website more visually appealing and more easy to get information from. That will help them, right? So doing some of these things I talk about will be of greater service to the people that you're trying to serve. So you know, there's a number of other things. Oh my goodness, that's you know, I'm sorry, but that's not good. I mean, the drop down is fine, but to have white text on a light gray background, I really encourage you to improve that. You know, make it black text. You've got it black when it's mouse overed, but what if people don't mouse over it? What if they just glance? You know, they have to be able to know what's there. You know, you can't entice people on internet marketing. Any kind of a website, you have to put your best foot forward now, or people will be gone. You know, on any topic, even your topic. I'm sure there's other sources where they can get this kind of information. Maybe it's not as good a source, or not as caring, or not as up to date as your information, or whatever. But you have to tell them the good points of this website, what's in it for them. You know, how it will benefit them, and they can't get those benefits if the text is invisible. Okay, wow. And actually, I've got to tell you another thing is that typing, you know, it's hard to read text that is all capital letters, all uppercase. So don't do that. You know, you'll cause less stress if your text is upper and lowercase. What else? So anyway, that's quite a bit. One thing that I would tell you is that whatever keyword phrases, you know, I'm sure you realize that a website is only as good as the number of people that see it, right? If nobody sees it, it's a total waste, right? If only half of the people that you want to see it, then it's half of a waste, right? So the idea is to get as many people who are trying to find it, make it easy for them to find. So people are looking for your website with Google. I'm not sure what the statistics are in the United Kingdom, but 65% of people use Google in the United States, and in Canada it's like 85%. So I'm sure Google is the dominant search engine. Well, we all know that it's the dominant search engine everywhere in the world except mainland China, and that's a totally different story. We don't need to talk about that right now. So I'll tell you just quickly that one of the criteria that Google uses to determine which websites get high rankings and which don't is the number of backlinks that point to your website. Now, a backlink is just a link on any other website in the world that if somebody went to that website and clicked the link, it would take them to your website. That's a backlink. And if those backlinks are on those other websites are on high quality websites, then Google will raise your rankings. If those backlinks are on low quality website, Google will penalize your rankings. Okay, so you have to be very careful how you do that. And you know, it's a major part of what we do. And also I need to tell you that Google, I think I mentioned earlier, Google wants to give high rankings to websites that are an authority in their field. So you have to make it clear to Google what field you're an authority in, right? And some of the technical aspects of your blog, of your website, the title tag, you know, it should say right here, this your title tag says your domain name, and that's, I mean, that's only good if somebody's searching for your domain name. But you know, why don't we have some words in there that tell people, like if people are searching on Google for you know, and I should say actually that the reason we just focus on Google is that all the other search engines, Bing and Yahoo and all of them they just follow what Google does. So if we get you good rankings on Google, if you get good rankings on Google, you'll automatically have good rankings on all the other search engines. So that's why my talk is just about Google. So we should have some words up there in the title tag, and that is one of the technical aspects of your website. The title tag is in the search results pages. So on the search results pages, just give me. This is the title tag, Homes for Kids, and this is the description tag. These are the words under the title tag that tells people what your website is about, so that it's very important to put the right text there so people know why they should go to you, why they should click that listing. I mean, even if you're in the #1 spot, if it doesn't say the right information that they're looking for, they won't click it, you know. So there's some technical things that we need to do. We need to decide what keywords people are trying to find you with, you know, and then make sure that they can find you when they're searching for you. So what else? Yeah, so you have to be adding content, high quality content on a regular basis, because Google knows that people who are searching for any information, they don't want last year's, 10 years ago, they want current information. So Google knows when you add information to your website, so you need to be adding it on a regular basis. You should have some presence on social media, but you can do that automatically by just, you know, there's some very inexpensive software you can buy. Hootsuite is one of them. That, you know, for $11 a month, it will automatically post your blogs to Twitter and Facebook. But it would help you also to have a Google Plus social media account. What else? And backlinks. So that's basically it. What else should I say? Yeah, there is something very funny going on with your website to do with your backlinks. This black bar is professional search engine optimization software that we pay for every month, and it shows that there are a lot of backlinks pointing to your website, which is very good, but it also shows that there's a little something funny going on, that your website is forwarded to another subdomain of some fashion website or something. I forget just exactly what it was that I saw. But anyway, Charles, I hope that has given you some information that you can take advantage of. And if not, I don't mind helping out you a little bit more for nothing, just because you're doing some good work there, and we admire that. So, but there is a limit to what we can do for nothing, because we still need to make a profit and to enable to support our work for nothing when we help out situations like yours. So, I mean, but don't get me wrong, if you're not interested in help at no price, if you're interested in investing, then we've been doing this 15 years, and we're very good at building the traffic to your website, and I've been in all kinds of marketing actually since the early 70s, so I could give you a lot of good marketing advice on any aspect of your marketing that you care to ask me about, because it may sound funny, but over those many years I've done it all. I'm a good writer, and I've had praise on being able to know what message a website should say and the best way to communicate that to your potential clients. So those are the facts there, Charles. So give me a call if you want. I'll be happy to talk to you, or send me an email.